Hey y'all. Okay, it's the Betty Gale broadcasting to you from her tiny little camper, still in Mississippi. Old Blackwater. I'm parked in black mud, accidentally. Um, but it's the only place I could get to, and the bushes are right there, which is nice. So that means I only got traffic on one side. So I made a list so I could tell you all about the stuff that I thought about on the 177 miles trip that it took me. Let's see, I left it around 9:30, and it's 1:30 now. So anyway, number one, I fill up with gas. And I was telling the cashier about yesterday. Yesterday I stopped at this place and to go to the bathroom. So when I went in, I noticed the gas price was like $2.21 or something. And so then I come out and I glance over. I'm not kidding you. The gas price was $2.41. I'm like, holy cow. That was like in a few minutes. What happened? It scared me. I thought, did we get bombed? And so anyway, I was telling the cashier, and she said, this is weird. She said they change the gas prices using a satellite. Welcome to 2017. Remember when they used to get out with a little sign and they'd put up the numbers? They'd hang them up there. A satellite changes their gas prices on those little digital things. Totally freaked me out. Okay, so why did I not leave until about 9:30? Because we were in a motorcycle in a heavy fog. Heavy. It was like sitting in the clouds. And I kept wanting to, I just kept waiting, kept looking, and it gave me a real good time. I had a really good Bible study this morning. The Lord really spoke to my heart in a major way. I'll have to share that on another video because this one's already 2 minutes. Okay, the fog. So I'm like, it's only going to lift so far. Looks like we're in a cloud cover too. So I get on the road, heading down the road, and it starts raining. First, it's a little sprinkly rain. Oh my gosh. And about 20, maybe 30 miles down the road, I had to get off and turn through a town. And of course, it was pouring rain. And thank you, Lord. There were stoplights, and I was in town, so I didn't have to go fast. But then came where I'm supposed to exit. And I go to exit. Oh my gosh, the water was so deep that it flew up. It was like I could see it in front of my truck. It was like I had driven into a river. Uh-oh. I haven't even looked under my cabinets. I wonder if it came up in here. Oh. Anyway, I don't want to know. But anyway, it was so much rain. And then, of course, I heard weird noises. And then I realized later when I got on. Okay, so I do that, and I kind of freak out because I'm hearing a weird noise. And I'm still in town. But I'm on where I'm supposed to be now. I didn't hydroplane. I didn't wreck the truck. I didn't run into anybody. That's always a plus. And so I saw a service station. What we used to call a service station. Now it's just a gas station and a junk food run. There is no service. But anyway, so I park. And as I'm going to put on the brakes, it's like, do I have brakes? And I could tell, obviously, all that water had really done something to my brakes. And of course, it's only been 30 minutes. So, of course, I have to go pee again. Sorry, guys. If I was riding with a man, I know I would drive him nuts. Because it's literally like every 30 minutes. Maybe if I wasn't driving, it wouldn't be so bad, because when I'm riding somewhere, but if I gotta go, I can't think. And when I'm on the road, on the highway, I got to be able to think, especially if it's pouring down rain, which it was. Let's see, what else? Okay, it rained, and it rained, and it rained for miles and miles and miles. And I'm looking for a place every 30 minutes to pull over, and there is not any. So my love for 84 has changed a little bit. There were lots of little roads, but there's no gas stations. Their version of a pullout is big enough to fit like a Toyota. One Toyota. And the rest of the, what you'd call the berm of the road, is gravel. And I ain't pulling over on that. So I'm looking for an exit. And of course I finally found me one somewhere along the way. Most of the time I can wait until I get to a little town. But there wasn't that many on there. 177 miles. Now this is the weird thing. Something I did notice. Cell towers. Big, giant cell towers. And there's nobody. There's hardly any houses. I'm like, who are they giving? Must be, I can't even imagine. And the thing is, there were so many of them, because there were spaces where I'd be driving by a cell tower and I could see another one, right down the road. And so anyway, just a whole bunch of cell towers, which means, of course, I got good cell service, and I don't get lost in the woods, is what I was going to say, because I'm on 84. There just ain't that many. There is not that many vehicles on the road. It's really kind of cool. So I haven't been stressed in that way. But eventually, well, the time I got to the other side, because I am still in Mississippi, but I'm on the other side of Mississippi. As a matter of fact, I'm still, because my geography's right now, I'm on this side, east of the Mississippi River. So tomorrow is the big day when I will go across the Mississippi. And I always cry. I don't know why. It's just something, it's like, okay, at this point I could still always go back. I think that's what I think. But once I cross that Mississippi, man, it's like I really am going west. So the good news is that because I travel so slow, it gives me time to adjust. And this time I am staying in the South. So even though I'll still be traveling 84 through Louisiana is definitely the South. And so, and then I'll be coming to Abilene, Texas. But I have to tell you, right before I got into this little town, which is right on the Mississippi River, which means there's probably going to be fog in the morning too, turkeys on the side of the road. I don't know why they make me laugh. I don't know why it entertains me so much to see turkeys on the road, but it just does. Wild turkeys. So let's see. Oh, and I had a little bit of a truck issue, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm trying to see my time. I think I made up to 8 minutes. Good Lord, it's going to take me 5 hours to upload this thing. Anyway, my temperature gauge that I just put in. And so it's running like 190, I believe, is where it usually sits. And I look down, and I'm always, I check every little bit. And I look down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is my temperature going down? It went down like 150 maybe. And it stayed down there for a long time. And I'm like, and then I'm going through this in my head. Do I need to stop? What's going on? Well, it's not overheating. My engine's cooling off. Why is that happening? So anyway, it happened for a long time, 50, 60 miles maybe. And then I had pulled over, and when I got back on the road, it went back up again to the normal, like, maximum, which is like 190. So anyway, just a weird thing. And that was the adventure for today. And I didn't sing to you because, I sang yesterday. Doobie Brothers, one of my favorites. I'm a child of the 70s. I love me some Doobie Brothers. I've been singing, oh, Blackwater, in my head half the day. I'm like, get that out of there. Enough already. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? And at 10 minutes, I'm going to close out. I love y'all.